sweetheart bargain for Boeing. According to victims' attorney, the US government is getting ready to offer the manufacturer of the aircraft a sweetheart plea deal, according to a lawyer for victims of two tragic Boeing 737 MAX disasters who spoke with the BBC. A minor punishment, 3 years of probation, and independent safety audits are all part of the agreement, according to Cassell, who claims to have received the information directly from the Justice Department. When the BBC asked Boeing for a statement, the company did not respond right away, and the Justice Department, DOJ, did not offer one. It coincides with the announcement by Boeing that it has struck an agreement to acquire Spirit AeroSystems, a supplier to the aerospace industry, a move it claimed will enhance quality and safety. Spirit manufactured the fuselage that broke apart mid-air on an Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 aircraft in January, causing a great deal of anxiety regarding Boeing's standards. This deal will be opposed by families. US prosecutors suggested last month that the DOJ file criminal charges against the manufacturer of airplanes. That came after the Department of Justice declared that Boeing had broken a 2021 settlement in connection with the 346 fatal accident incidents. This plea deal is not acceptable to the families of the 346 innocent people killed by Boeing, Mr. Cassell stated, adding, "The memory of these victims demands more justice than this." The two jet crashes, which involved Boeing 737 MAX models, happened 6 months apart. The Lion Air disaster in Indonesia happened in October 2018, and an Ethiopian Airlines flight crashed in March 2019. Flight control system malfunction was a factor in both incidents. The families had been asking for $24.8 billion, £19.6 billion, in fines for the deadliest corporate crime in US history, as well as the prosecution of Boeing's top executives at the time of the crashes, according to a letter Mr. Cassell submitted to the Department of Justice last month. The Justice Department must make a decision by July 7th on whether to resurrect a criminal fraud complaint that was filed against Boeing in 2021. Since the corporation admitted in a settlement that it had misled aviation safety regulators about certain components of the 737 MAX and pledged to develop a new compliance system to identify and stop future fraud, that accusation has remained dormant. In 2021, prosecutors agreed to urge the court to remove a criminal complaint against Boeing after 3 years if the firm followed the terms of the deferred prosecution agreement. In exchange, Boeing agreed to pay a $2.5 billion settlement. Nonetheless, the Department of Justice said in May that Boeing was in violation of the agreement, claiming that company had neglected to create, carry out, and maintain an ethics and compliance program to stop and identify transgressions of US fraud laws throughout its operations. When a door panel on a new 737 MAX aircraft fell off during an Alaska Airlines flight earlier this year, Boeing and its erstwhile company Spirit AeroSystems found themselves in the public eye once more. Investigators claim that Spirit, the airline supplier that Boeing currently claims it is repurchasing in a deal valued at $8.3 billion including debt, installed the door originally. Separately, 4 Spirit plants in the US, Northern Ireland, France and Morocco will be taken over by Airbus, Boeing's fiercest rival in Europe and a significant Spirit customer.